Hey, what is up, guys? 06 here, bringing you a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. It has been a long time since I've said those words, so this is pretty exciting. I'm trying to get back into the whole Wi-Fi battle thing. So if you guys want to, arrange a battle and stuff, follow me on Twitter. I usually tweet out whenever I want to look a battle, or at least I will from now on, probably on the weekends. So if any of you guys are interested, you have a Twitter as well, feel free to give me a follow and gonna arrange a battle and stuff like that. Anyways, as you can see here, this is an OU tier battle because I've been loving OU recently. Kind of sucks that Aegislash got banned though. I really like that thing. And now Mega Mawile is being suspected. That was that should have waited a bit actually for the Mega Mawile suspect test, but I don't really care. But that's a completely different matter. Anyways, I'm here to talk about this team preview. As you can see here, I'm using the same defensive core that I'm using on my showdown team with Quagsire, Ferrothorn, and Lottie, as you can see there, with 3 other dudes thrown into the mix. As you can see there, I'm using a Charizard. I've not used Charizard in a while, but so I decided to throw them in there. But not only that, this is also a very, very special Charizard set that I kind of threw together. It took me a fucking long time to finally get on my goddamn X game, but it's finally here. I'm really hyped to try it out. Hopefully I'll be able to do something with it in this battle. I don't know. That's the reason why I'm looking for battles. I want to get something going with the Charizard. So that'll be something to look forward to. My opponent, on the other hand, King Aegis, like Aegis, like Aegislash. I don't know how to pronounce it, but here. Oh yeah. Before that, they also have a YouTube channel, so link to that will be in the description below. So after the battle, feel free to scroll on over there and give it a peek and stuff. There you go. Link, like I said, link will be in the description below. Now, team preview about that. They seems that they're using a lot of fast but relatively frail sweepers. Things that ScarfRaptor eats for dinner. Nothing on his team switches in on a ScarfRaptor, which is nice. ScarfRaptor is going to be the key player in this game. Although I want Charizard X to do some work, I feel ScarfRaptor is going to be practically my win condition. But anyways, only time will tell exactly what happens, because you can make assumptions based on team preview, but it never plays out the way you assume. So that's something I have to keep in mind. So without further ado, let us begin the battle. My opponent decides to lead off with the Scizor. I actually decided to lead off the ScarfRaptor because looking at his team, like I said, nothing on his team really wants to either take a Brave Bird or just deal with ScarfRaptor in general. Assuming that seeing that I was scarfed, I felt relatively safe leading off with this. I can be able to U-turn out. I finally like the matchup, like for example the Scizor. There was no way in hell I'm gonna stay in on Scizor and fucking Brave Bird it, because he would just take me out with anything practically after the recoil. So I'm just gonna U-turn out. I see Mega Evolves. Don't know what to expect from the Mega Scizor. I was actually expecting the Swords Dance, so I'm gonna make the switch onto my Quagsire. But actually decided to go for the U-turn, which is kind of weird. Well, then again, it's not really weird. I was just expecting the Swords Dance. Because he didn't even Bullet Punch the first turn, so I'm like, oh, he's probably just gonna Swords Dance and then proceed to take a shit on my life. So Quagsire was there. He's gonna, like I said, U-turn out into his Porygon Z, which is gonna scare me out. This Quagsire cannot take special hits very well, especially when they're adaptively tri-attacks on a fucking Porygon Z. So I'm gonna do something that can take those hits, which is going to be my Ferrothorn. And even after, even though Ferrothorn resists that tri-attack did a really decent amount of damage. Just to show you that you won't fuck around with adaptively tri-attacks coming off of base 130 special attack. I think that's Porygon Z, or is it 125? I don't even remember, but whatever. It's a fucking high special attack. It's all that matters. It's gonna go up, switch right back out into the Scizor. So I just take the chance to hit up my rocks. They're gonna help me out with Thunderous, preventing it from the Volt Switch and shenanigans with Scizor. And just help me out, get some damage here and there. So that's great. I'm gonna go for Protect here. Just scout what the Scizor is gonna do, if he's gonna U-turn again, if he's gonna Swords Dance, and then I can go into my Quagsire. But it turns out he superpowers. And the funny thing is that while the battle was going on, I had actually turned away. I was in my mind, I'm going to protect to scout what the hell is going to go for, but I didn't see. So me staying in was just me going like, fuck it. I'm pretty sure I can take whatever he's going to throw at me. I didn't see the superpower. So if he had superpowered again, that would have been a dead Ferrothorn. That would have been really bad, because Ferrothorn actually walls a good portion of his team. You know, so my opponent over predicts and goes for the bug bite. It still does a fuck ton of damage because I mean, technician bug bite, which is kind of weird actually. Now that I think about it. Once I saw the bug bite, I assumed that was a 4-attack Caesar without roost or defogs. I'm like, okay, this is definitely 4 attacks, probably max HP, max attack. It's gonna go ahead and switch out of here into Charizard because he can deal with Caesar relatively well. He's gonna pull a switch into his Gengar. Now I'm gonna take this chance to Mega Ball because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can take a hit from Gengar, right? Can I? No. Charizard just died, so like all the hype just died out because that fucking sucks. Now I have to go into ScarfRaptor and put my hopes on him because Mega Charizard couldn't deliver. I really did think Charizard could survive a Sludge Bomb, but that led me to believe 2 things: either naive nature Charizard X is not as bulk, he could actually die to a Shadow Ball from Gengar, or that is expects Gengar. So going into the assumption that it expects Gengar, not like Scarf randomly, I'm gonna go into ScarfRaptor Brave Bird. Hit the incoming Caesar, who almost fucking dies after rocks. Jesus Christ. That is I fucking lost the Raptor. I'm not going to say take the Bullet Punch though, so I'm going to go to Saturn so I can guarantee that Caesar dies by himself. Which is exactly what happened. Iron Bars end up killing the Caesar, and I don't have to deal with those shenanigans anymore. And yeah, he was a 4-attack Caesar. Now look at it. Superpower, Bug Bite, U-turn, and Bullet Punch. Kind of weird set. Could work. Could work. I kind of prefer bulky Source Stance or Defogger. Comes the Thunder's T. I'm gonna protect his scout with what's up with this Cerna's T, White Bar. Then if you got Superpower, you got Focus Blast. What am I gonna switch in on the Cerna's T basically? I see the taunt. I'm gonna switch the hell out of there. I'm gonna go to Conkeldurr, I believe. Because I'm like, he has taunt. He probably has Thunder Wave. So I'm gonna go ahead and nab a free Guts boost while I have the chance. And that is exactly what happens. In comes Popeye, takes these Thunder Waves to the goddamn nose. And life is great because now I'm gonna assault this Conkeldurr with a free +1 basically. I think yeah, Guts is the +1 boost and 50% boost. Same thing. Just Choice Band boost. I'm gonna assault this Conkeldurr with a Choice Band. I'm gonna take this Thunderbolt really well because of course Conkeldurr is a boss, but I get fucking paralyzed and that is terrible because I'm gonna have to take another Thunderbolt, and that trade-off wasn't really well. I mean, sure, I take out the Thunderous here because he decided to stay in and say Ice Punch. Then again, he didn't really have anything switching up on Conkeldurr. But the problem is that if I hadn't gotten paralyzed the first turn, I would have put him in a really, really bad position because the Gengar would not have been able to take me out with Shadow Ball, which does end up happening here. Just give it a second. If I hadn't taken 2 Thunderbolts, I would have been able to take the Shadow Ball and taken out the Gengar with a knockoff. But of course, the RNG just decided to kick me in the crotch. But not to worry, in comes ScarfRaptor to save the day, and just proceed to take a shit on this man's team. Here comes the Garchomp, who's actually relatively bulky. He's bulky enough to take 1 Brave Bird. Not well, but he can take it, which was surprising because I mean this is a reckless Brave Bird. If I was Adamant, I'm pretty sure that would have killed it. I think I'm jolly because I'm paranoid about speed. I'm very paranoid. But anyways, I have a sneaky suspicion that this is a Scarf Garchomp. He had Mega Caesar, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Saturn to take the incoming Dragon move that is coming my way. And it turns out that it was in fact Scarfed. Woo! I made a good play because if I had lost the Raptor there, I would have probably lost the match because the Raptor's been win condition, like I said. Literally to outspeeds and outgoes the rest of his team. So I need to keep that thing around. Not healthy because of course Braver, but I needed to keep it around. He's gonna go ahead and switch on to his Flappy Bird once again. I believe I go for Leechy to either kill the Garchomp if he decides to stay in, or just get residual damage racking up on whatever comes in. Like I said, a Porygon Z. I'm gonna protect here just to get some more leftovers, get some more Leechy, just overall good play, I guess. I don't know, just to stall for a bit, basically. Get back up, get Ferrothorn back up to a reasonable, decent amount of health. I could take a nice beam or 2 or 3 or 5. I don't know. Alright, so nothing much happens here. Just me talking about what's going on, stuff. Now this protect was a misclick. I wanted to go for the power whip because I was pretty sure that after Life Orb, power whip, and Leechy, this Porygon Z would have died, and I wouldn't have taken 2 ice beams to the face, only 1. But you know, misclick, and yeah, that just sucks. And you know, I never get lucky with the double protect, so I never fucking get double protect, so I never try it. I never go for it. But whatever. I'm gonna have to end up taking 2 ice beams, and I'm gonna go for the power whip here, and I'm gonna end up missing because that's all fucking Sparrow can do. See, missing power whip. I should probably change it to Gyro Ball, like the one I have on Showdown, but I haven't got around to it. I'm gonna have to change it to Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball is so much better. For example, I would have killed that Flappy Bird today. Here, I don't want to take another ice beam. I'm just gonna protect, because the Leechy will be able to take out the Porygon Z, and if he doesn't, well, that is too fucking bad. I'm gonna sack my Quagsire, because Quagsire really is not gonna, really, you know, he's really not gonna do too much for me. So there it is. Porygon Z finally goes down, and Saturn's looking nice and healthy. It's like those ice beams had never happened, ever. It comes to Gengar. I'm gonna go ahead and sack my Quagsire, because like I said, it's practically useless at this point. And this way I can get a free switch out into my freaking ScarfRaptor. So I mean, sure, I could have predicted Shadow Ball and gotten a free switch regardless, but I mean, that's just too fucking risky. That is way too risky, because the switch was relatively obvious. I mean, I guess I could have protected, but I didn't want that. Who cares? I got my first Raptor, that's all that matters. I'm just gonna brave for this Gengar, take it out, because this thing has been doing way too much fucking damage to my team. So there it is. I don't have to see Gengar's creepy ass face anymore. Raptor's not looking too healthy though, but I think he has a decent amount of hits left, or at least one more to take out the Greninja that's gonna be coming in after this Garchomp dies. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out right back out into Feral Storm. My opponent makes an excellent prediction and you know, fires off an Earthquake. But it was for naught, because I mean, sure, he hits my Feral Storm, but I still have my Latios and my the Raptor left, so like it didn't really matter in the long run if he got damaged off of my Feral Storm or not. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and switch right back out into not right back out. I'm gonna go to Bianca, my Latios. Finally sees the light of day. This is my first time using Latios on Wi-Fi, I believe, which is really cool. And as you can see there, that was in fact a Scarf Garchomp, so me switching out the very first time Garchomp came in was a really good idea, or else I would have probably lost this match. I'm gonna go for Side Shot because I have Draco Meteor on this Latios and not Dragon Pulse, so I'd rather not you know, get the drops, because at the time I didn't know the last Pokemon my opponent had was Greninja, so I'm gonna probably need to be full power to deal with the last thing on my opponent's team. Turns out to be a physical Greninja though, which is alright, not bad. I myself have a physical Greninja, and it puts in work whenever I use it. It's really cool. But anyways, Night Slash surprisingly is not enough to take me out, and the Life of Draco Meteor will completely obliterate the Greninja, and that would be the end of the match. So good game, King Angus. Thank you so much for the match. And like I said, guys, his channel will be in the description below. The link to his channel will be in the description below. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet, for an opportunity to get a battle with me. Because like I said, I'm going to be looking for those on weekends most likely. So that aside, I hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle and looking forward to more. Until next time, guys. Peace out. Bye.